大家好，我是世界帅，见为之下 T1 又不出所料的被人再次干碎，但不管怎么被人干碎，依然还是凭着老李头留下的老本躺进了季后赛，并且还能继续躺进冒泡赛。T1 对此表示，这就是 faker 给我的自信，怎么你们不服气吗？而在这次 T1 与 KT 的对决， faker 更是跟着队伍一起来到了现场。T1 的现任教练汤姆也早就说过， faker 在没有治疗的时候会经常来场馆看 T1 的比赛，并且在他们训练赛的时候也会时常指导帮助他们。也不知道 faker 看着自己一手建立的3冠王朝沦落到这个地步，心里是何种滋味？说起曾经，没有人比我更强。春风若有莲花意，可否许我再少年。T1 本来是计划 faker 2周之后上场，但过了这么久还是没上，证明 faker 确实伤得挺严重的。但在近日败给 KT 后， Keria 的一则采访从侧面印证了 faker 似乎一定会在季后赛上场。不过他的回答确实给我整笑了。虽然说很难在8月马上就展现出好的面貌，但是季后赛开始会努力让大家看到我的进步，在8月会为了向大家证明 T1 为什么是 T1 而拼尽全力。等相父回来，我会向你们证明蜀汉为什么是蜀汉。接下来就还是保留节目 ，KT 速通 T1 的集锦我都剪出来了，大伙自行观看吧。
As expected.
Yeah, as they really are. Ko's going to be able to take the first dragon. Second one going to be a mountain here as Equalizer comes down on the top side. Keen is getting barbecued, and Zeus going to overheat himself. Keen going for the turnaround now, but the flash follows, and Zeus looking for that harpoon, but he just flame spits him down. That is going to be a solo kill, first blood for T1. The front of that. But let's have a look at this 1v1 once again.
So Zeus hits 6, as does Keen. Zeus immediately goes as the Slice and Dice comes in for a defensive equalizer. Then the overheat damage is enough. The autos force Keen to go back, and then finally with the Flame Spitter picks him up, and it actually was ignited. If he has teleport, that kill doesn't come through. You don't apply that topside pressure.
We'll have to see whether he can continue putting on this pressure. Now has the Sword Shoes as Lahans is moving over, but Owner in great position. Q comes forward. There is the equalizer down once more, but Zeus is already dead. Owner is going to be able to push them into the barbecue, but it's just not going to be enough. And he's going to have to back away. So really nice answering kill. As now Keria is going to get crashed into. BDD is looking for Poby though. Pop Blossom goes up, comes down, and Poby is going to try and walk it off. He will be able to do so. And Keria, the minion spacing.
Nicely done.
Really well played.
Poby not going to fall for it now though as BDD.
That's a flash Pop Blossom as aiming's going to come through. Is this just going to be a Zeri kill? No, it's Cuz just going to stab him. Have managed to accelerate this game. Yeah, okay, there's a whole bunch of friends that are going to turn up. He does go into Dominus mode, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough. The concussive blows come in. He's slicing, he's dicing, but he's not getting out of this one. And that is going to be the kill.
Right? Or rather the blue early on.
There's another flash Pop Blossom, and Gumayushi is just dead. BDD able to dash cannon his way out of this one as well, and that is aiming, picking up his first kill.
But then while that was happening, they were able to get a topside objective as it is just the minion. Guma realizes, but a little bit too late. Doesn't have his flash available, so
we're struggling.
Tough.
Yeah, we're struggling. There's just not a lot in there. As Poby is going to take a fair bit of damage from that extendo beam, aiming, still trying to find an avenue in, and maybe just killing Lahans is going to be a good way to do it, as the crash down doesn't quite work. The flash Magnus Storm's pretty good though, but the Nautilus is still dead. Now the ulti comes out from aiming, and the 2-man Pop Blossom is pretty fantastic, especially if you can kill the Rumble. A double for BDD as aiming really wants to skate over. Instead, he's going to have to flash aggressively as that extendo beam just fantastic. Poby should be able to make it to this inner turret, but I don't know how safe Owner is going to be as, man, an Infernal Soul.
And I think Lahans knew what was going to happen to him when he
100%.
He was aware. But look how much they have to throw into killing just one silly little Nautilus. That's just going about his day. Magnet Storm comes in. The teleport forces the flash of Guma, and it doesn't even get into safety. We see there as well, Keria not able to actually block that much because Pop Blossom still does a ton of damage, despite the fact that you put up the door. And that is very much the end of the glass half full situation. The glass is in fact not full.
All right,
Baron.
We're refilling the glass just a little bit. Let's see whether T1 can steal this one away as BDD's just flashing in. He finds the 3-man instantly. Gumayushi is dead. They had to go for it, didn't they? But it just wasn't going to work out. Equalizer doing a fair bit of work there as aiming's just going to grab a few last hits in this fight as he skates over. Keria's going to show them his really cool fireplace, but he's just going to try and waste as much time as possible here. This game, ladies and gentlemen, I believe is on its last legs. That is going to be the ace.
Yeah. Press their circles very, very well. BDD, look at this, the call as well.
Yeah, I can go, and then immediately everyone is in. Hooks landing, and the follow-up just fantastic. And even from Yongsan having a pretty good time here.
Must be ideal.
It's a dry glass, you know, as the hook is going to land there. Crashdown comes through as well. Pop goes the Maokai. And now T1, 4 members trying to defend these Nexus turrets. I don't know whether it's going to happen. Another hook's going to land here from Lehens. Absolutely fantastic game from him. The 2-man Pop Blossom comes through as BDD reminds us that he's going to be the one getting the POG here today. Poby, the last one to fall. Another ace for good measure here from KT as they will decimate T1 in game number 1 of this Saturday showdown. 14,000 gold lead in the end. And a sub-30-minute victory. This is what he went through his entire early career of his first 5 years or something like that.
Because I think we know who it is. It is BDD and the Nico, showing that once again, especially in the hands of a very talented player, fights, but even Lehens had some good moments early on. We had
Media 3? Media 3 for Lehens, I'll take it.
There you go.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for the breakdown of game number 1. As, yeah, I think all the things said about, you know, the T1 draft being absolutely fine, things like that, but there being some gaps for T1. Despite losing 10 damage on Q, KT are still going to pick up the unplayably nerfed Annie. To overstate it as much as possible. Ksante being considered now for Zeus, as his Rumble still up and available. He could actually go back towards it if he would like to. And Ksante is going to a lot of power. Owner actually now going to be able to carry, and that is just Vayne. Okay, Alistair Vayne. And now we actually have Space Vayne versus Vayne. This is something that we've spoken about many times before, which is the Vayne into the Kai'Sa matchup some people have liked.
Keria and Gooba need to be very careful. They are aware.
Yeah, Keria is now
They're so dead.
A lot of health. Yeah, Cuz is going to come in here, and Keria is a dead Nautilus walking right now. Does have Flash available. Owner's moving in as well. Let's see what they can actually get done here. Arctic Assault comes down as Lehens dives forward. Aiming, looks for the kill, and he does get it. Flash Tumble comes through as well, but there's the watch out even. He's hit by the bowling ball. Owner is going to be able to even out the trade. And KT, they managed to slink the rest of them away. Self into this brush as well to look for that gank angle. As we'll check this one out one more time. Yeah, the Condemn and Pulverize combo working out pretty nicely.
Yeah, just really nicely done there by the KT bot side, right? Like the flash, the setup, because they know that Cuz was coming in for the gank. And then, luckily for T1, they're able to get the counter kill, because if they don't, and particularly they get the kill on Aiming, who is the most valuable target to take down, with the double, with the W from Guma, and he really has to be respected as, oh, Guma.
Okay.
Does have plans.
There's the Hex Flash, headbutt to push Gumyushi back. In goes Cuz as well, as Gumyushi is now getting taken down solo. Aiming's going to be able to pick it up with a Condemn in the end. Obi is taking his bear for a walk. As BDD moving on down, Hook is going to connect there onto Cuz, as now Keria taking so much damage, he will be taken out. Poby as well is going to explode, and somehow it's another kill for the Vayne as well. As Owner is running away, BDD finds the Flash Incinerate. Look at how fast he's going, it's a double kill, what? Aiming's on 4 kills on Vayne at 6 minutes, make it a triple. Oh, goodness me, it could not have gone worse for T1. Once again, I think the liquid hasn't run dry.
It is evaporated. As we go back to display, unfortunately Guma has to cleanse the stun there, but as a result doesn't have plans for the Ignite, so just gets taken down. I don't think he would have lived otherwise. And then here, if Owner is 6, maybe this works. But this was truly a desperate play for T1. Poby is already half health, isn't really able to do a whole lot, doesn't even get Cuz, who still has Aftershock, but even if they did, really, in a way, Vayne the original Zeri, because you're not getting away from her once a fight starts going south.
Yeah.
And I really, Aiming, doing a great job on the Vayne, but Lehens is Alistair, man. Like, I really... His positioning... It's enough. If you add 6 people to this, do T1 win? I don't think so.
Well, Zeus is also in trouble here towards the bottom side, but the Vayne is distracted by minions. That is a good way to distract her, but still there is so much CC. Finally flashes forward, and that is just a very comfortable 6 kill. And yeah, Keen is just going to clear up the minion wave. Poby going to be able to grab some plate money here, as plates are still up for almost 3 minutes as a bear comes down, and Lilia is going to have to flash. Look at this Tibbers value. It is absolutely absurd as BDD. Oh man. Okay, they are going to have a little bit of a sleepy time here as Gumayushi walking past Tibbers. Keen is going to go down, and Owner is still alive. Poby teleported in.
Oh, the ult!
Yeah, don't know about that one necessarily.
He lost Zay. It's a toughie.
It is certainly.
This is a replay.
This was the replay, and now it is also the current situation. As running away from Vayne feels fun, doesn't it? Yep.
So we take another look at the topside play, where the goal was try and dive Keen. Keen has his dominance available. Keria doesn't even have his ult yet at this point, so he isn't actually able to lock down reliably. And then Owner gets taken low here, is able to flash away. Thank you, Rod of Aegis. Keeps him alive there in the end, and then gets a double bonus ball. The ult comes through. Poby also teleports in.
It's a great hook as well.
Yeah, and then this one, I think BDD would have lived regardless, because he already flashed away from the ultimate. And Zeus like, just one wave. Just give me one wave, bro. Just one. Aiming and Lance's like, no. You don't get one wave. You get nothing. Well, Aiming gets a kill, but you don't get anything.
No, he gets a div, going to be surely up very soon. And then Drake to follow. As Zeus,
why?
We keep watching this same replay. It's in slightly different positions on the map though, as there are 4 people in this bottom lane, and none of them are on Zeus' team.
Guys, it's tough. This game is...
The Vayne? Okay, just perma CC her and she's dead! Vayne spotting number 1.
Just kill her!
There it is, the flash forward from Keen as they look to try and take down Owner. People are getting tired though. The lilting lullaby does come down. Still, Owner's going to be able to get out of there. BDD comes in, and now Keria is going to be destroyed. So 1 for 1, but that shutdown on the Vayne is exactly what you want.
The reason why Aiming gets caught there is so that he then... It was actually a good setup, right? They set up the bait. On Guma in mid pushing is the setup, then they have the CC chain. And it's actually Guma that picks up the kill,
1,000 gold.
which is really, really big. Then Owner almost ends up going down. But Keria instead gives his life for his jungler, which I do think is a good call, making sure that Owner gets out. Is this enough? No. This by itself was part of another plan that was supposed to fail, because then the real plan could work. It's just Vayne.
It is.
I think Keen might be dead.
Keen may have some trouble surviving this. He's going to get depth charged. Keria says that is about all he needs. Poby dives on top of him.
Kill are going over to Guma's. Poby is definitely not going to be...
all right, secret agent Poby. Okay, it's just going to be thrown around like a ping pong ball. These Trinity Force procs are starting to hurt. All right, Gumayushi is going to get stunned up. That is a 9th for Aiming. That is going to be Zeus finding Lehens. The all-out does come through. Headbutt. There's the pulverize. He's just dead. Lehens just straight up outplays the Cassante. I'm not sure about that one from Zeus at all, as Cud's going to get knocked up. They are on this Baron. They will be able to take it. Maybe that was the cunning ruse. But Keria, he is going to go down here as BDD. Oh, the nerfed Q not going to be enough to grab the kill. The auto attack going to come through in the end as Gumayushi gets over the wall. And now it's BDD that's going to try and clean this one up. The Baron does come through, and if they do manage to keep a few of these alive, actually could work out just fine here for T1, as Tibbers not going to find it.
Must have just, because if there's
he must have just thought that the turret was dead, right?
Yeah, has to be.
Lehens is like, I'm dead. And then he's like, but wait.
야, 그날 잡았어 내가. 뭐야?
Yep. It's what the hell did Cassante?
Yeah,
basically what he said.
But there's no Lehens, and Aiming also isn't actually there. So that plus the fact that you have Lilia as well as double AD carry actually means, particularly with Kai'Sa, you can shred through Baron so fast. Guma also getting out, really nice reposition there. Then uses the multiple Seekers to ensure that BD can't just walk into the brush. So BDD needs to like kind of scope out, try and dodge, and then...
My goodness.
Yeah, I thought he was already Udens and Shadow Flame as well as Poby.
Well, Poby's going in. Go aggressive onto Keen here. I don't know about that one, as he is still a pretty scary crocodile with a couple of items. But still, Poby's actually quite devastating right now. Still doesn't have Buster Shot, and Cuz is going to find him aiming. Just says, all right, the gold. And they're actually kind of even.
Yeah, and it's also important to note that, if I'm not mistaken, if T1 win even a single game,
yes,
they are mathematically locked in. So T1 is basically fighting to guarantee, you know, that there's no weird scenario where somehow they don't make playoffs, and then they're basically still, you know, guaranteed as
Keria is going to get headbutted back. The Condemnation going to come through there as well, as aiming is just going to pop the Nautilus. Someone had to face check. Short Straw went over to Keria and
tells a whole different story.
And now they're just going to fly forward. That is a very dead Poby immediately in this fight before they even had time to blink. Still, Gumushi at full health. Zeus looking for an opportunity. The Lilting Lullaby doing some work as, oh my goodness, aiming is sinking in the fangs. There's the flash back out as well, as he's just looking for all of the autos that he can find. A dead Zeus also is going to come forward as Cuz tanking beautifully in this fight. And the game may just be over here, Chronicler, as this inhibitor is going to be taken down. Keria and Owner, the last two standing here, as Keria doesn't find the right hook. There's a depth charge as well, as aiming getting to work on these turrets. Cuz going to be able to help take this one down as well, as Owner is just dead. One more time, Keria is going to hit the deck, and KT, it's like they just decided that that was enough of that, and they will just take down the Nexus here in game 2.
Heist unsuccessful. KT had enough of the shenanigans.
Yeah.
See Poby, kill Poby, and
give me a big hug, please.
If anyone but these two get votes for POG, Lehend.
Just say thanks to the fans.
And the previous game, we had, I think, a great showing from Zeus. This one, not so much. The Xante not really working out, and bot lane really struggling early on.
The Lehend's outplay was kind of cool, though.
It was. I mean, Lehend's AT, happy BDG, is truly just...
He's got to get it, and it's going to be the cow player Lehens for his solo kill. I'm surprised they don't have solo